I hate technology. All right, y'all. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but y'all listen to this shit, G. This is what I actually was trying to play the last time. Listen to this bullshit, y'all.
Wealth, this according to Oxfam, of the world's 85 richest people is equal to the 3.5 billion poorest people.
It's fantastic. And this is a great thing because it inspires everybody, gets the motivation to look up to the 1% and say, I want to become one of those people. I'm going to fight hard to get up to the top. This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it. What can be wrong with this?
Really?
Yes, really.
So somebody living on
I celebrate
$1
capitalism.
a day in Africa is getting up in the morning and saying, I'm going to be Bill Gates.
That's the motivation everybody
needs. Between me and
I'm
that
not
guy
against
is
charity.
motivation. I just need to pull up my socks.
I am not,
I don't have socks.
Look, don't tell me that you want to redistribute wealth again. That's never going to happen.
You know what? You take a simple stat like this, which is neither good nor bad. It's just a fact.
It's a celebratory stat. I'm very excited about it. I'm wonderful to see it happen. I tell kids every day, what's wrong with this?
Comes up at a cocktail party.
No, Amanda, what's wrong with this statement?
One possible response
if you work hard, you might be stinking rich.
We're talking about people in extreme abject poverty. That's how you get 3.5 billion.
No, we're not. You were just talking about really rich people.
Nope. Okay. I'm going to tell you later what you should say to this. Coming up after the break, a look at China's...
Okay, so here's my thing, y'all. Y'all heard him literally say, I celebrate capitalism. So it's not about my opinion. And you also heard him say people can, work real hard. You might be successful and all of that dumb shit. What a piece of shit, man. But let's talk about the other 5 places that apathy comes from. So, in situations like that, where we got people in extreme poverty, right? Actually, yeah, there are 6 more places. I said there are 6 in total, but it's actually 6 plus capitalism. So here are the 6 more reasons, more places that apathy comes from. Okay. So not feeling taken care of, being neglected. If I feel neglected, sometimes I may have apathy for other people's neglect. So, for example, if I'm in a city where I see poverty all the time, and I feel insignificant or whatever, somebody could very easily convince me not to care about other people's problems. Also, think about situations like Sister Harris, right? Or my mom, or anybody else that's done some bullshit that shows you, like, it's kind of easy to not have empathy for you, and then you try to force me to have empathy for you, but I don't feel like I'm properly taken care of, right? So if you voted for Trump, you a bitch. Okay, fuck you. But for the people that didn't vote, or the people that voted for third party, by the way, I don't know if I said this shit in the other video, but once again, stop telling people to vote just for anybody. Stop telling people just go vote, just vote because your ancestors, vote because you black. That's dumb as fuck, and you're a liar. Because what ancestors do you think was at the booth with the motherfuckers that voted for fucking Trump? The people that voted for fucking Trump could have stayed they bitch ass home. Alright? Shut the fuck up telling people to just go vote. Also, going back to my original point, the Democrats do not take care of nobody but themselves. They don't take care of us, especially as black people, the poorest of us. You hear me? Sister Harris, they threw her ass in the middle of the wolves randomly late at the end of the fucking shit. And we saw the shit with Obama. You feel me? and I believe I talked about Obama earlier in the last video, but just in case, you know, during the time period that I was experiencing a lot of apathy from, you know, women and my mom and just leaders or whatever the fuck, is because, oh, Adonis, you're light skinned and from the south side of Chicago, just like Obama. You should be able to do this, and the third. Yeah, no, bitch. And I got a video about Obama, bitch ass. That video is gonna be called Obama Invented Drill. I'm gonna prove to y'all how Obama is responsible for drill. Alright? Now look, look, look. People thought all this bootstrap bullshit was gonna play out how they wanted it to. It blew up in their fucking face. And a lot of people never had no faith in none of this shit. You feel me? It's a recession and all that shit. Yeah. And so people are like, Obama, Sister Harris, Biden bitch ass, freeing his crackhead son. You gotta free a lot more crackheads than that. You got some time. You got to 20th of next month. You can free some more. Bitch. But anyway, let's see if he free any blackheads while he freeing crackheads. But anyway, so yeah, y'all still got my staff. Bow! Still got the motherfucking whack-em stick, wampum stick. But anyway, yeah, man. They felt like none of them motherfuckers was taking care of us. So why the fuck would we try to vote for them and take care of them? And some people are so apathetic and stupid, they willing to vote directly against their own interests and vote for a motherfucker like Trump. So take care of our people. The second place that apathy comes from is, you know, baby, God won't put more on you than you can bear. I'm finna tell y'all this right now. I got a video that I'm finna make called If You Believe in God, You're a Narcissist. And yes, I believe that. What people call God is just the human ego. And we gonna get into it in the video. But yeah, people will go through serious shit. You know, do you think that people, you know what I'm saying, really deserve to go through the shit that they going through? That's what you're saying when you say God ain't gonna put more on you than you can bear, and you just pray about it, wait on it, and pray. All you doing is saying you deserve to be in this situation. The system that has caused this shit don't matter because God or whatever the fuck. Apathy. The next place apathy comes from is silence. And I spent some time trying to really research, you know, introverts, especially black introverts. There's levels to this shit, y'all, to the introvert shit. Because some people may not even necessarily be introverts. They may be just low key. Because, speaking of cuz, shout out to my cousin 3J, shout out to my cousin CJ. They seem to be more on the low key side, but they reach out. They at least reach out. You know, they selective about who they may want to reach out to, but sometimes they even reach out to people that I wouldn't reach out to. And it's their right to reach out to whoever the fuck they want to reach out to. But it's not even just that. It's the type of life they live, you feel me, that causes them to constantly seek out opportunities to be around they people, to be around black people. Cousin 3J was in racist ass Indiana and was still figuring out black spaces to go be a part of and to invest in. Shout out to that brother. Brother CJ. You feel me? He doing his thing with the acting. You know, acting, that takes personality. That takes reaching out and saying hello, introducing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm just a motherfucker that love talking. I ain't gonna say I love talking, but I love expressing myself. And I'm definitely more on the extrovert side for sure. I can be low key if I fucking feel like it, but I feel like I'm on the extrovert side. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to this sister right here. We gotta shout out the small pages. You gotta shout out the smaller pages. This sister's name is Alexandra Unfiltered, and the page is called Alexandra Rose. Maybe the show is called Alexandra Unfiltered, and her name is Alexandra Rose. This video, look it up, y'all. It's called "The Feminization of Poverty and the War on Women's Wallets," and I love that alliteration, "War on Women's Wallets." You know, I got bars. I love the speech play, the word play. She said something key though in the video. Watch the whole thing. This one thing I'm about to say is just one thing. She said, "Silence contributes to oppression," and it is. It does contribute to oppression. A lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on with you, and you ain't saying shit. But on top of that, ignoring people, that's oppression. I was in special ed, and it didn't click back then because I was on my reckless Rudy shit. I was ready to really bring it to people, but they used to say, "Adonis, ignore people. That's a very high form of disrespect. They'll know that you don't care about them." As an adult, I really get that now. Ignoring somebody, that's some disrespectful shit. And y'all do that all the time, talk about your neurodivergent or whatever the fuck. Go watch my video about that neurodivergent bullshit. It's called "One Way to Stop Misogyny." Go watch that shit now. Well, not now. Wait till I'm done talking with this shit. But anyway, bruh, it's so many situations where people get ignored on the regular, where people don't talk to their neighbors. People walk right past you like you're not there. They don't make eye contact. You know, people in their family, people don't talk to their family. I've been, you know, coworkers. That last job that I was talking about, that apprenticeship job, them motherfuckers were super rude. Them motherfuckers very rarely spoke, said hello, said good morning. I all the time say good morning. You know, bless Scarlip's heart by talking about, "This is New York. What the fuck I look like saying good morning?" You look like a human being saying good morning. Everybody deserves to be acknowledged and deserves to, you know, especially home. I've been homeless, and even when I wasn't homeless, if I ever did anything where I was on the street, you know, whether I was passing something out or I was you know, doing some sort of street art or trying to, you know, sell something or whatever, or doing my sessions or whatever, my venting sessions, a lot of people will go out of their way to avoid eye contact. Y'all are bitch made. I do not respect that. Because even me, being a person that walk past homeless people all the time, once again, capitalism, a lot of people are homeless. I see homeless people all the time. I make eye contact. I say, "What's up?" If they, you know, ask for money or try to, you know, "Hey, can you help me?" I'm like, "Hey, my brother." And sometimes they don't even be asking for money. One time a brother came up to me and asked me where something was. He was like, "Hey, is that blah, blah, blah?" I was like, "Yes, sir. It's that sign right there." This dude was clearly way younger than me. He looked half my age, like he was still in high school. I still called him sir. People deserve respect. Acknowledge other human beings. Say hello, motherfucker. Y'all ain't watch Arthur as a kid, Channel 11, Dragon Tales. Get up on your feet and to everyone you meet, say hello, hello, hello. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck raised y'all? Speak to people, you asshole. Also, this car-centric society, once again, capitalism, all this shit ties back to capitalism, which is why I spend so much time on it. This car-centric society has, first of all, look up the origin of that. People, what's that guy? I don't know his name, but he was, let's look this up. The cousin of Sigmund Freud. Edward Bernays was the cousin of Sigmund Freud, and he is the reason your stupid ass thinks that a car or a luxury vehicle equals some sort of value or whatever the fuck. Type in Edward Bernays cars. Excuse me, Bernays is Bernays. Basically, car manufacturers had already sold all the cars that people needed or wanted, because most people only had cars to get from one place to the next for their family, right? But this is capitalism once again. So these pieces of dog shit said, how can we sell more cars? Oh, I know. We can sell it to men and tell them it's a sex symbol that'll make them an icon in the minds of women and win women over that way. And people still rap about didn't Gucci say some bullshit like that? I bet I can't pull up, but my car can, or some shit like that. Capitalism. Because your worth is who you are, not that bullshit. But we have apathy for human beings because we value that bullshit. You feel me? I'm right, and you know I'm right. What was I finna say? This car-centric society, I seen somebody run over. I bike all the time. That's my mode of transportation. People are super apathetic to bikers. They barely have any damn biking paths. Once again, apathy, capitalism. They're not using the city funding for things like that. Once again, I've explained this before. The more people are on the road, so there's less room and less space. So that causes more traffic. And then when there's more traffic, they try to build upon that traffic to make the lanes wider and things like that. But when they do the construction, that causes delays, which causes more traffic. But if they contribute to public transit, which your tax money pays for, and contribute to biking, everybody don't need to drive, and you definitely don't need to drive all the time. Every trip to the store right up the street, you feel me, don't need a car. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're single. You know what I'm saying? You're a single man, single woman, you ain't got no kids. Why the fuck do you need a car? Our society needs to be, especially the elders, and I'm not saying this to discriminate against elders and say they don't need to drive, but they don't need to drive. They're senior citizens. They should have the ability to, our social network. It's called Social Security for a reason. Socialism, security, network, safety net, motherfucker. It's for people to be able to fall back on, because we do need each other as human beings. Elders should not have to drive. They should have things in place, not even just public transit, but that also, but the programming where it should be more accessible. You know how many hoops people have to jump through to qualify for Social Security? A lot of people, elders, people who have real disabilities, people who are in wheelchairs. Go look up this stuff. There are people online and people who you can talk to in person. Ask a person, you feel me, in your life currently who may be in a wheelchair or maybe of a certain age. Ask them how easy it was to try to get Social Security or something like that. That shit ain't easy, even for people who definitely, absolutely need it. That's that capitalism. I'm right. And no, I don't care if I sound narcissistic, because at the end of the day, I told you that in the other video. Yes, I have 2 narcissistic parents. I try to watch myself, but also I have had experience as a young man where people will shit on me, whether I'm right or if I'm wrong, but especially if I'm right, because the things that I'm usually right about are unconducive to a lot of narratives that people benefit from, or that they think they benefit from, that align with capitalism, Christian conservatism, colonialism, or any bullshit like that. Moving forward though, like I said, I saw when I was biking recently, I saw roadkill, which just shows apathy for animals. They definitely will hit human beings too. They will hit elder in a wheelchair or in a walker. I got somewhere to be. I'm caring only about me. I gotta get from point A to point B. Bars. Um, the next place that apathy comes from is ignorance of differences. You got people who ain't never met a migrant. The migrants have been here for about 4 years. They've been here since COVID, basically, more or less. They've been here at least 2 or 3 years. It's some people who have never been next to them having a conversation with them. And they think that these people that just got here are the reason for all of their fucking problems. They're not. And I've explained that in multiple other videos. Go watch my other videos. They don't have enough views. But yeah, people are just like, oh, these people are different. Let's shit on them. Let me tell you this. Let's see. They always own bikes and e-bikes, just like me. They got dark skin, usually, just like me. Brown skin, just like me. A lot of times, they always smoking weed, just like me. Often unemployed for systematic reasons, just like me. Harassed by the police sometimes for systematic reasons, just like me. People are accusing them of shit that's not their fault, just like me. I always see them at the GCFD trying to get free food, just like me. You feel me? So, those seem to be similarities. More, they speak Spanish, just like me. You feel me? It's all type of. They love playing loud music, just like me. They love hip hop, just like me. And they live in the fucking hood, just like me. They live right across the. They live right, not across the street. We share a what's this called? A courtyard with them across the way. I'm not beefing with no migrants, dumbass. Have some empathy for people. Motherfuckers didn't do shit to your dumbass. Let's see. And then finally, the final place that apathy comes from is dark energy / white thought. And white people influencing how we view humanity. You know, humans are just naturally violent. Humans just naturally enslave and war with one another and blah, 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 blah. And everybody, I was watching a video recently about the late 90s and early 2000s attitude era, all that WWE, suck it, and all that shit. That caused apathy. Just a bunch of, most of that energy was just white shit. Just a bunch of white, even the hip hop. One of the main rappers that they talked about in that video was Eminem. Eminem brought that edgy, crazy, not like it wasn't all that. There was people talking about real wild, bad shit in hip hop. But for that to become like the way people like saw themselves, the way like the zeitgeist and energy of the culture and shit, that was all white people with the spike your hair and get. That's how the dude said it in the video. Like, yeah, the spiky haired skateboard weirdo motherfuckers. That was like, yeah, that's just human nature. Watch this video. This page, believe it or not, they're dope as hell. They got some real cool shit. So this is an experiment. You see this little cute baby here. This experiment is one of many that shows that human beings, as little children, we are empathetic. We do know right from wrong without Jesus or none of that nut shit y'all be talking about. At the end of the day, everything people do is a choice. And if we are taught from the people that have colonized this entire world, black people did not go all over the world raping, robbing, and removing people. That was white people. So they are the ones that have that in our heads that this is just how we supposed to be. And that causes apathy. This is called What About Indoctrination? Because it talks about, train up a child in the way that they should go and all of that BS. At the end of the day, look this video up. What About Indoctrination? By Belief It or Not. And then come back and talk to me. Now, let me go to this next beat. And and I got something for y'all. Alright. I'm finna say this real quick, and this is a purpose for this, alright? This is for the engagement, this is for the algorithm, alright? I pull up with a stick, it's a motherfucking staff. Fuck your faculty. I'll whoop they motherfucking ass like a paddle G. Watch your wavelength or you gon' crash. Please don't battle me. The shipping's getting handled in a dash. Now, if you made it through to this whole video and you watched both videos, I need you to type in #bars in the comments. Please do that because that not only helps with engagement, it lets me know that y'all watched the entire thing. Pleases and thank yous. I love you. Peace, love, and abundance.